spinning, baby. I'm riding spinners, I'm riding spinners, they don't stop. I'm riding spinners, I'm riding spinners, they don't stop. I'm riding spinners, I'm riding spinners, they don't stop. I'm riding spinners, I'm riding spinners, they rolling. I'm riding spinners, I'm riding spinners, they don't stop. I'm riding spinners, I'm riding spinners, they don't stop. I'm riding spinners, I'm riding spinners, they don't stop. I'm riding spinners, I'm riding.
Hey, how's it going, Cowboy Nation, YouTube Nation? It's your boy Ken, aka Slim Jizzle. Just wanted to make the video for the Week 9 matchup versus the 7-0 Atlanta Falcons. My Cowboys, of course, going into the Georgia Dome on Sunday night on NBC. It's a pretty highly intense game. My feeling is going to happen. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be some walk in the park game because, I mean, we are playing against the undefeated Atlanta Falcons. They're rising to the occasion. I mean, that's something that, you know, we should be doing right now. But as of right now, it's a big disappointing, not on the defensive side of the ball, but it's more of on the offense. We just haven't got going fully this whole season. We had one pretty much good breakout, well, actually two good breakout games, really, on both sides of the ball. You know, like on you know the running and the passing part of the offense, of course, making touchdowns and making yardage. You know, getting first downs, dominating the clock. I mean, all that stuff. So, you know, all the other games has just been very disappointing. I mean, very disappointed. But other than that, you know, I just hope. I wouldn't say hope, and I'm not gonna say pray or anything like that. But I would anticipate that the Cowboys will win this game against the Falcons. I hate losing. I really do. I mean, I'm just gonna put it out there like that. I really hate to lose. I hate it, and I know that's part of life, but if it was me and I'm on a losing team, I'm gonna do something about to make us better. So, and I'm calling out certain individuals. I mean, I'm calling out Romo. I'm calling out Jason Garrett. I'm calling out Felix Jones. I'm calling out Dez Bryant. I'm calling out whatever guys that was out there making boneheaded, you know, stupid decisions, or even not, you know, fully showing up after they had a big game like Ogletree, especially when you throw 13 picks in 7 games like Romo. And Felix Jones, you know, you're first it was your shoulder. First you couldn't pass contention test or whatever, the run test. Then you not running hard because your shoulder not, you know, back, you know, whatever. And then all of a sudden you fumble the ball on pretty much 2 drives before we even, while we was driving down the field to even try to win the game. So it's just mental lapses by our team. I mean, it's just going on throughout this whole season. It's just been a roller coaster, gut wrenching ride. I mean, I'm gonna love my Cowboys regardless of what the situation is. It just, to me, you know, I'm putting it on record here, you know, I'm just stating my opinion, how I feel about what's going on with this team, you know. Like I said, it starts at the top, you know, with Jerry. You know, we know that Jerry is not going anywhere. As much as we want to bitch and gripe about Jerry, you know, you need to this and that, whatever, it came to a point in time where Jerry, if he really wants to really be like everybody else, I think to him, it's all about ego. That's all it is. If he was sold to go on and, you know, the Cowboys were sold to go on and win the Super Bowl this year, that just said if that was the case or whatever, then it would be more ego crazy, more for him than ever. Because the only thing he's going to say is like, well, you know, this is the way that I wanted it and this and that, whatever, and blah, blah, blah. And you know, he's going to continue with it. So regardless of what, you know, the situation is and all that stuff like that, that's how he's going to be. you know, we didn't have a general manager for the Cowboys since Tex Schramm. I mean, that was what, '89. You know, once Jerry bought the team. But luckily, he had a coach by the name of Jimmy Johnson that knew what he was doing to bring in the right players, and he got Hall of Famers out of it. 3 of them actually, and some more that's coming. So I don't know what's going. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen in this game against Atlanta. I know we only lost once. That since we played. Since the Georgia Dome been around. The only game that we really lost against the Falcons there was back in, I want to say, back in the '93 season, but we went on to the Super Bowl and won that year. But we won the Super Bowl there, Super Bowl 28. Beat the Bills in that game. So we're pretty good at the Georgia Dome. Last time we played there was back in '06. That's when Vic was there. And that was the game where we clinched to go into the playoffs. And also that was the game where T.O., I don't know if y'all remember, it was a Saturday night game. I remember. That's the game where he spit in D'Angelo Hall's face or whatever. So, what I remember best about that game is where DeMarcus Ware, he single-handedly picked off the pass against Vic. And then, as he was running down the field, Vic was trying to tackle him. He stiffed arm him to the ground, and he returned it for a touchdown. That's one thing that sticks out about that game. And also, Marion Barber, he was the barbarian back then. But that's the only things that stand out to me from that game. So that was back in '06. So other than that, their side of the ball, they got Michael Turner at the running back. They got Matt Ryan, the quarterback. They got a good offensive line. They got 2 real good wideouts in Rowdy White and second-year guy Julio Jones. And then they got the 17 or 16-year vet in Tony Gonzalez. Consistency, first ballot Hall of Fame right there straight up. Got mad respect for him. One of the best, probably the best tight end that ever played the game. He's doing it for that long, and he doesn't have a ring. So, their defensive side of the ball is pretty good. They're pretty good. I think their biggest upgrade was when they got Asante Samuels with the trade from the Falcons. Not the Falcons. I'm sorry, from the Eagles. So that's the only thing that really upgraded their defense. It was just by getting him, but I don't think. I really don't think that's. I wouldn't say it was a. If it was me, this is what I think. He's a good corner. Don't get me wrong. He's a good corner. He easy to figure out, but he is a real good corner. Like, he doesn't. He plays you off, but his only weakness is this: you pump him. If you can pump this guy, and only thing that really gets him, he just got good ball skills. He really has some real good ball skills. So that's only, he liked to make the bite on the first bite. He liked to take it. But once you get him on that, you can burn him. So, I expect it to be a good game. The score, I think, in this game is going to be probably 31-27 Dallas. I don't think that Atlanta's offense is going to really. I expect them to get a couple touchdowns, whatever. Like as far as, I think that they need to run the ball in order to try to beat us because our secondary is too good right now. You see what we did to Victor Cruz. Victor Cruz, and we shut him down. We the only team that can shut him down. Shut down that the Giants wide receiver core. So, but I'm sure we can do the same thing to Roddy White and also to Julio Jones. Now, the tight end part, that's going to be the tricky because we don't have Sean Lee. That's going to probably be the biggest mischief of this game. So, I'm just hoping that Bruce Carter. Well, I don't know if Dan Connor's going to play, but you know, in order for that to work, we got to make up for it. So, Jay Ratliff, I think, is going to be a disruptive on the D line, of course, and D Ware, he probably get him a couple sacks. I'm looking forward to Anthony Spencer really shutting down, you know, the run game. You know, he might not be a good pressure guy, but he's a good run stopper. I mean, very good run stopper. But everybody else got to step up. I'm looking forward to Cole Beasley being involved into the game. I'm hoping DeMarco Murray can come back. I hope Dez has a good game. I hope they throw the miles a little bit more. Hopefully Romo don't give up the ball. I mean, there's so many hopes that you want, but we're gonna see. We got to see which team gonna show up. Which team is gonna show up against Atlanta? We don't know which one. We don't know if it's gonna be Romo the great or it's gonna be Romo the bus. So we don't know. We do not know what's gonna happen. So let's hope. Well, let's pray or let's anticipate. Whatever you gotta do. So want to give some shout outs, of course, to my boy Simon's 1974, my boy J Watt, South Heaven 88, TV, Cowboy TV, Hidden City 77, Mr. Gill, of course, my girl Wildcat, also NFL girl Tina, you know, all the Cowboy, you know, the whole Cowboy Nation, including my fan club that I'm in, of course, is SoCal Dallas Cowboy Fan Club out of LA. So, shout out to everyone. Love y'all. Love out, you know, my mom, of course. I know Halloween was yesterday. You know, happy belated Halloween. But I'm gonna be out. Catch y'all later. Go Cowboys. You know, let's beat them birds. Let's beat them dirty birds. Yeah. Okay. Peace.